It's week 2 of the National Football League. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Steelers and the Broncos, next on Madden Football.
Fittingly named in part for its considerable elevation. We're at Empower Field, mile high here in Denver, Colorado. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scott, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Hewitt. And we've got two quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for playing a very exciting brand of football. Not just throwing the rock, but taking it themselves, too.
Yep, these are two of the guys who really epitomize the direction that this position's going in the modern NFL.
Yep.
Pocket passers, they'll have their place. They always will. But a lot of teams look to somebody like this as the default. A great passer, but someone who can also mix in plenty of rushing yards.
Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And off we go from Denver. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And look at this return. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the final quarterback taken in the first round of this year's draft. A lot of experience from Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
And all those touchdowns he had last week, Kate, he traded every one of them in exchange for a victory. It's team over individual for him. So even though he himself is coming off the exact type of showing you want, that kind of efficiency usually wins you games, you're not happy about it. And he will be focusing on rectifying those things here.
A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Nix off the play action. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. What we're seeing now, Brock, they've had some pretty crummy luck, some poor fortune in keeping guys healthy during their early goings of this season.
And this is where focus and attitude is oh so critical. They're rallying around those guys who are hurt and trying to play winning football. So when those players start to come back, Kate, they can jump right back in and really add this depth and be a better team and maybe, just maybe, make a playoff push.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Steelers now, taking over for the first time. Leading them out, a man in his 13th NFL season and rising quickly up the career leaderboards, Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson finds a new home in Pittsburgh, and I think he finds the exact right fit for his skill set. A team in the Steel City that loves to run the ball, play great defense. That sound familiar? That's what he did for the Seahawks for well over a decade. He's looking to rejuvenate his career after a couple tough seasons at Denver, and this might just be the right fit.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Short pass caught by his tight end.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Throwing on 3rd, Wilson. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Wilson now off the play action. And that throw just too high for him.
Okay, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Wilson to throw again. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. And the Broncos are in the nickel for this 3rd down. Russ is cooking again. Has his man. It's the Michigan rookie. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Now their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Bronc. It's a new set of downs at the 27. 1st and 10, give to Harris. And he's down into the red zone. This run gets to the 18. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Harris once more. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. This one goes for 3 yards. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down. Blitz coming, Russ. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So it'll be 2nd down. They give to Harris from the gun. And he has this one down to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3. Russ now from the gun. Catch made. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. A gain of 3, and now they're going to be able to plan for 1st and goal. Trying to run in, Harris. And he's brought down for a loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skills.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Najee Harris, the touchdown. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
That one splits the uprights, and they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Now Boswell on to send this away. He fields it from the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Denver offense taking the field for their second drive. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Draw play. This is Williams. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Denver first. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Nix with it on first. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. He's on. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
At the 46-yard line.
They just get the play off. Dulcich hauls it in. And he winds up out of bounds, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. 7-0 is our score. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They've been moving it well, but face a 3rd down here. And the Steelers get home. They drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Riley Dixon on the punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. So this one sails over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line. The Steelers and Najee Harris making their return to the field. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. First carry for the versatile vet Cordero Patterson. And this one does not go far. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Russ off the play fake. And no look there. That throw falls to the ground. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that brings up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Wilson with it on first. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Throw secured by George Pickett. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Running behind center with Harris. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Staying on the ground with Harris. And they bring him down around the 34. He gets 6 on that play. And that's a Steelers first down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
From the gun, they go with Harris. He finds space into the red zone. That play good for 17 and a first down.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. A handoff for Harris, running right. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6. Wilson now from the gun. This one's caught. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. On play action now, Wilson. On him quick, and they bring him down. And they're headed in reverse after that sack. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. The Steelers are on the move here. It's 2nd and goal. Another try following the sack. Wilson on the slant. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Russ setting to throw. Finds his target, Patterson. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers grow their lead just before halftime. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Boswell to add the PAT. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Broncos nothing.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Has this at the 6. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Broncos running their offense out once again. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Nix from the gun. Fires over the middle. Caught. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
The NFL Madden League Season 2-3, 2024 Week 2, games and highlights will be coming up next on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2024.
Nice work by the back here, playing safety valve complete. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46. Shotgun snap to Nix. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock still running. Into traffic. Complete.
The NFL Madden League Season 2-3, 2024 Week 2 matchup is now live streaming on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2024.
And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players.
Week 2 Pittsburgh Steelers 1-0 at Denver Broncos 0-1.
That one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Defender smart there to get a hand on that one. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Here's Nix to throw. And that's incomplete. 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Tried getting it to Cortland Sutton. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. On comes Will Lutz in the Broncos field goal unit. This from 48 on the left hash. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll get him back to 11.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Receiver in motion, headed right. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. That brings us to the break. The Steelers taking a lead into the visiting locker room. Now we'll send you to our studios in Orlando and Jonathan Coachman for a look around the league with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get things started in the heartland, Kansas City, as they're at home to take on Cincinnati. And it's the Chiefs who have the lead in that one. Patrick Mahomes looking good. 2 touchdown passes. From there, let's get over to Arizona to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they've got the lead over the visiting L.A. Rams as that one's gone to halftime. James Conner, a big game. 2 touchdowns there. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. Travis Etienne, a touchdown run in the victory. We got a fine first half out of the former Alabama man, Najee Harris. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. These two teams heading out of the tunnel, and we're ready to get back to it. For the call of the second half, here is the great Kate T. Scott.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Cordero Patterson now to return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Steelers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Week 2 New Orleans Saints 44 at Dallas Cowboys 14 final.
Shotgun snap for Wilson. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he reaches the 35 before going out. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Russ now from the gun. Got a man. Patterson has it.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works. They come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
So a punt coming up on 4th down, and it's against Belgium native Corliss Waitman with the honors. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And the Broncos get set to take over. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Week 2 Las Vegas Raiders 26 at Baltimore Ravens 23 final.
That run's bottled up at the line. A timeout now. Staff out to attend to an injured player, and that's Javonte Williams shaken up. And we know he's dealt with a big injury before. Hopefully nothing serious this time. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Broncos will have a 1st down. Nix. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Buys time, rolling right. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead.
Week 2 Cleveland Browns 18 at Jacksonville Jaguars 13 final.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Nix now to throw. Mims with the grab. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Pickup of 2 here. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And a decent pickup. They're going to have it up at the 43 after that run. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 43. Still on his feet. Cut by Sutton.
Week 2 Indianapolis Colts 10 at Green Bay Packers 16 final.
And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Now Nix. Finds Mims. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Textbook.
The score for Steelers is 10-0.
Once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play with a reliable source of yardage.
And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down. Working inside the red zone. Pressure's there, and the steel curtain closes on him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3 of 5.
Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2025 edition, hosted by myself, Devin Smith. We're doing week 2 NFL series. Of course, I'm doing Madden 25. Doing this edition off of PS5. And sometimes I'll do streams on PS4 as well.
Take this one on the jet sweep. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
All right, what we got? All right, score 10-0. Yes, right now, in real life, the Steelers are up 10-0. But Denver might come back. So, Madden 25 predictions today could be correct. If Denver win here on the game, they might win in real life and come back. So always keep that in mind. Welcome, what is it, Donald, Meir, TRA, welcome to the stream. I don't know what you're saying, but you're blocked in the chat. I don't know what you're saying. But welcome to the stream anyway.
From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos start the 2nd half with some needed points. It's a Bo Nix touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Returns looking good so far. Field flipping return as he brought it down on the opposite side of the 50. Now an inside handoff to Harris. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Three-quarters in the books from this one. It's the Steelers with the ball. They're leading, but not by a lot. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Wilson now from the gun. Fourth, and they give to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Broncos bringing out an extra DB. Third down coming up. From the gun, it's Wilson. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
It's fielded at the 14. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And it's going to be their football coming up. Nix with it on first. Completed to Sutton. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Kid, I was on the field, the young high school quarterback, just last week. And I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other, and give him a chance to make a play.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's Nix. To the left side, and it is caught. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 28 out of that play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He's on the move. He's keeping it. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Nix from the gun. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
59-yard attempt.
His kick is drifting, and it's no good. Just couldn't get it inside of that left upright. And they are unable to tie up this contest.
Kate, he's going to need a lot of support from his teammates after that one because he knows it. Everybody knows it. The game may have rested on that try, and that'll be one that's tough not to dwell on.
Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
We give to Patterson out of the shotgun. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down. He'll throw it. To the left sideline, complete. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
When you throw that comeback route versus zone, you have to see the underneath defenders. It's frankly easier, Kate, to throw it versus man-to-man. You know where everybody is. But in zone, you better trust your eyes underneath. And when you do, there's completions like that to be had.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. They put a receiver in motion right. They'll run here on 1st down. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Adds just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Steelers holding on to a field goal lead. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. He'll look to throw it. That's caught for the first. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers make it a 9-point advantage. Pat Freiermuth, the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one splits the uprights, and they'll continue adding to their lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. He fields it from the 8. This return makes it up to the 25. The Broncos offense all set to go. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Completed to Reynolds. And he'll go down after fighting his way into the 32. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. Now to throw. That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Pass taken in by Sutton. It's a gain of 29 yards. And the Broncos will have a first down.
That's good for a Denver Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Looking to throw it. McLaughlin there to bring it in.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Throwing now. Finding Reynolds. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. Here he is to throw. Complete. Oh, no, the ball is loose. Steelers have it, headed the other way. And he'll get it up to the 27. And here I was just moments ago, Brock, thinking this dude is going to be impossible to stop. Bowling through defenders, which makes them forcing that fumble all the more impressive.
Yeah, you never want to tell your guys to stop fighting through tackles because he is, to your point, Kate, so good at it. But the longer he fights and stays up, the longer those defenders have a chance to fly in and rip that ball free.
The Steelers and Russell Wilson headed back to the field now. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. And they'll take a knee.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
The final kneel down, and that should run out the clock.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. He's got it at the 24, and they bring him down to put a stop to that return. So the Steelers come in and take this on the road. And they can be proud of their exploits on the road and overall so far this season as they improve to 2-0. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.